Hello guys, today I've got a quick tutorial for you on house and object living. We will start off by placing our soil inside a conservatory. For this trick we will need a chest and a red present, as well as some building blocks to be able to access the chest later. Again, this was only tested on PC, so I'm really sorry to Switch users, and you do need the red present. Build your chest and red present on top and place it on top of two building blocks. To be able to put our soil on top of the present, we will have to get above it. After you place your soil, just jump down and select your chest. Now you can position it wherever you want. It might look like the soil is underneath, but once you place it down, it will show on top of the present again. You could either build a platform and decorate around it, or you can place it in a building of your choice. For demonstration, I will place it in the conservatory. To glitch our conservatory on top of the soil, you will need to go to another plot. For me, it is gonna be plot A. It's useful to roughly remember the position of the building, or maybe just place like a washi tape or some kind of tape on your monitor, or just count the squares to kind of remember where it should be positioned. Select your building and go to housing menu and select the plot you want your building to be placed on. Notice I haven't placed anything yet, neither did I accept the plot. Position your building first in the spot you want it and align it exactly next to the load plot button. The trick is a quick double click. Once you're ready, click on load plot and double click at the same time to quickly place the building before the plot loading screen teleports us back in front of our house. If done correctly, your building is now placed on your main plot. You need to be really fast, you might need to try this a few times to get it right. The trick is to just double click really fast. And as you can see, we have our soil inside the building. You can place down all of your garden soil, however I only had one red present left, so I'm just showing you this for demonstration. You can now tile your soil and grow crops as usual. Don't worry about the glitching, as that will disappear after tiling it and placing crops on top. If you don't like the glitching, you can place your soil a bit higher using a garment soup bowl. We are using the exact same method, however you are now placing your object in this order. First, chest, second, bowl, and third, present. And lastly, the soil on top. Then continue glitching your building on top like we did before. Select your building, go to plot selection, select your main house, align your building with load plot button and double click real fast. Your soil now appears higher and isn't glitching anymore. However, if we have a look from the stairs, you can see there is a tiny little gap in between the floor and the soil, so it's up to your preference which method you prefer. Next, we will place our conservatory through our courtyard. To do this, I'm first gonna place a door to create an archway through the courtyard. Now try to remember the position where you want your conservatory or other building to be. Head to your secondary plot, in my case plot A again. Select your courtyard and go to plot selection. Select your main house and align your courtyard in the position you want it together with the load plot button. Again, double tap really quick. I didn't get the position right on the first time, but we will fix that in just a minute. As you can see, we have successfully glitched our building through the courtyard. I have used the same method to glitch my fireplace, gazebo and tiles through. Here I'm just placing it again the second time to get the position just right. Again, align your building with the plot selection and double click load button to place it down. I wasn't fast enough, so I'm trying another time. Just make sure you double click really fast. Just a quick note to anyone who might be new here, my main channel is ellyonart, where I post art and business related videos, and you can check my cute items on my Etsy, ellyonart.etsy.com. The position is still not perfect, however we have created a unique building and smaller rooms with window through the courtyard. This method allows us to create different layouts and intersections. Just use your own creativity and imagination to your own liking. Now using the same method, you can intersect trees. I have one placed in the big house over here. Place your tree in your inventory first. Then go to the secondary plot and again align your tree wherever you want it. I want it inside my conservatory. Go to the plot selection, select your main house, align the tree with the load plot button and double click. And we have ourselves tree inside the building. You can use the same method to place different objects and trees. There are some that do work and some that don't. You will have to just experiment and figure out which ones do work and play around with it. So this method works for objects and freestanding buildings such as gazebo, conservatory or the pavilion. There is another method to glitch your house attachments. I'm gonna show you a quick version of it. If you want an in-depth guide, just let me know in the comments down below and I'll cover it in my next video. This method uses a harvest house that is placed on one of your secondary plots. I'm using a plot called testing and this is where I keep all my harvest houses and all the add-ons attached to it. And this is basically a plot that I never go to or never visit. I just keep all the buildings over here. I only have space for one more room on mine, so I will just show you one over here as an example. align your house attachments to the harvest house or other room that's attached to it. Go to the plot section, select your main house, and align the load plot button where the add-on attaches to the house. Quickly double-click the load button with the house placement, and if you've done it right, we will now have our house on the main plot. Keep in mind, this will create a hollow wall on the side that is attached. Now, using this technique, I was able to create a different layout for each of my rooms. Here I have a wall intersection that leads into a smaller room that also have this little corner. And over this side I've got another unique layout with walls intersecting, and as you can see I've got a little terrarium poking through, and if you go around again you've got this little corner. And if we walk around the house, I have a mini room with a fully functional door. And lastly, this room, again with wall intersecting on two sides, creating this mini cute adorable corridor. I hope you found this guide useful, and I hope you will find your own unique ways how to use this method, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!